Hello, my name is Will Barnes. This is our ET262 Capstone Project. For this project, I worked on the introduction.
Hello, my name is Dorian Gothard. For this project, I was working on the policies portion.
My name is Nick Doyle, and for this project, I worked on analyzing the alternative energy portfolio standards.
Hello, my name is Azzel Almendarez. I worked on the incentives and presenting for Kathleen Kelly. She also worked on the incentives.
So, thank you for having us here today. We're here to talk about your property at 620 South Wawasset Road in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Now, we understand that you're looking on upgrading your current electric heating and cooling system to a geothermal heat pump. And we think this is a very good idea for you in the long run and also for the environment. So, from looking at your property, your home is about 1,500 square feet. So, the appropriate size unit for you would be a 4-ton unit, which is equivalent to 14 kilowatts. All right, so I'm going to get into some numbers really fast to kind of show you how a geothermal heat pump would benefit you. So, the coefficient of performance is used to measure how efficient a heating or cooling system is. So, with a traditional system like what you have now, they normally have a COP of about 1 to 2. So that means for every unit, every kilowatt that you put into the system, it's pumping out 1 to 2 kilowatts of heat into your home. Where a geothermal unit has a coefficient of performance of 3 to 5. So for every kilowatt you put into a geothermal unit, it's giving back 3 to 5 kilowatts of heat. So it's much more efficient on you. So really what this means for you is it means your energy bill, your monthly energy bill will come down. So just kind of on average in your area, the average home uses about 1,000 kilowatt hours to heat or cool their home each month. And at the cost of 13.7 cents, which is what your electric company charges per kilowatt hour, that brings the total monthly bill to $138. Whereas a geothermal unit on average only costs about 5 cents per kilowatt hour. So that would only be about $50 per month. So you'd be saving close to $90 each month just on heating and cooling your home. So, this unit will pay for itself very quickly. So there are two drawbacks to geothermal heat pumps. One is you need plenty of space to install them. Now we understand you're on about 2 acres of land, so you have, a quite sizable backyard, and that will be plenty of space for this system. It's buried underground, so you won't see it. It just needs space, to have the coils underground. So you have plenty of space for it, which is great. The other drawback is the initial cost of the system. Now we've already told you, saving you $90 each month. The system will pay for itself in about 10 years. But the upfront cost of a traditional heating unit is about $10,000 installed, whereas a geothermal unit is going to cost a little bit upwards of $20,000. So it's about twice the price going into it. However, we're here to talk to you today about some different policies and incentives that your local government as well as the national government have put in to kind of bring that initial cost down to try to get people to go towards geothermal so that way we can be a little bit cleaner for the environment. So, without any further ado, let's get into some of these policies and incentives that we can talk about to help you, get this system installed at a much lower cost.
So, our first policy that will impact this project is the sustainable energy funds that were created after 1996, after the resettlement of Pennsylvania's five major utility distributors. They created four sustainable energy funding programs with three main goals. Those goals being promoting the development and use of renewable energy and advancing clean energy technologies, energy conservation and efficiency, and sustainable energy business. A statewide sustainable energy board was formed in 1999 The main purpose of the board is facilitating communication between the various state agencies and the 4 funds operated by the 5 major utility providers. Board representatives include the Department of Environmental Protection, Department of Community and Economic Development, the Office of Consumer Advocate, Pennsylvania Environmental Council. Each of the regional boards is represented, as well as Pennsylvania's Public Utility Commission. And it's important to look at the impact that the Sustainable Energy Fund has had. According to the Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission, the fund has facilitated hundreds of sustainability and energy efficiency projects. They've provided over $20 million in loans and over $1.8 million in grants. Specifically for this purpose, the installation of a residential geothermal heat pump system would qualify for accessing some financial assistance. Um, to do so, the first step would be to fill out a form, such as you see as on the slide, outlining the basic fundamental parts of your project and what you're trying to accomplish, and the loan that you are requesting.
For my part, I reviewed Pennsylvania's Alternative Energy Portfolio Standard. This was successfully passed in 2004 after an earlier failed attempt. With this passage, the requirement was created that by 2021, 18% of the state's retail electricity sales had to come from alternative energy sources. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean renewable, and at least 0.5 of 1% had to come from solar. In 2020, Pennsylvania reached 16% towards that required 18%, and 0.44 of 1% was from solar. Now, geothermal is considered an alternative energy, as well as some hydropower, waste coal, byproducts from wood manufacturing, and others. Additionally, investor-owned utilities are actually required in Pennsylvania to undertake certain energy efficiency measures. These are for the purpose of reducing peak power demand and total electricity usage. Geothermal installation and usage is considered one of these measures. So by installing and using the geothermal system, they'd be helping towards reaching this goal.
So here are just a few incentives you qualify for installing your geothermal heat pump. So the first incentive is called a residential renewable energy tax credit. So this you apply for every year, and you get money back on your taxes. So for any installation installed after December 31st, 2019, and before January 1st, 2023, the tax credit will be 26%. Then the year after that, it will be 22%, sorry, if it's installed after December 31st, 2022, and before January 1st, 2024. And then every year after that, it starts lowering, which is the only downside to this tax credit, is that every year you get less money back. But still, if you install it now, or it's already installed in the home, you get more money back right now. So to qualify for this, the heat pump must be part of the Energy Star requirements or Energy Star certified. And the good thing about this tax credit is that Uh, it does also cover the cost of installation, labor, on-site preparation, or just also any costs related to installing it in your home. So they need to break down a wall or just uh, piping or wiring to connect the system to your home. The tax, you can also claim that on your taxes, which is really good. And also, if you have multiple uh, geothermal heat pumps installed in other homes that you may owe, there is no limit on the number of times you can claim the credit, which is really good. Also, another incentive you can qualify for is the U.S. Department of Housing and Development Title One Property Improvement Loans. So essentially, you just apply for it and you get a loan back from the government, and these loans or can be used for any home and utility improvements. If you're installing, uh, for example, your geothermal heat pump, the loan can use it to cover any costs related to that, or just really any renewable energy system you're installing in your home. Uh, this federal loan covers all of those costs. And also relating to geothermal systems, the loan amounts can be at a rate of $3 per square foot, which is really good. So the last incentive So the last incentive you qualify for, especially since you're located here in the state of Pennsylvania, it's called the First Energy Residential Energy Efficiency Program. So the utility companies that are within or owned by First Energy, Med Edison, Penelec, Penn Power, and West Penn Power. If your home is within these utility companies, then you qualify for it. And it's just really a rebate program. So you get up to an amount of $600 as long as the geothermal heat pump is within Energy Star, is Energy Star certified, which is really good.